A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khairul Azib bin Muhammad Azmi, and my Matric 17200202 slash 2. Okay. Today, I am going to talk about Islamic government revenue. Islamic government revenue is some source of revenue for an Islamic government. The Islamic government take resources from many type of Islamic government revenues, such as zakat, al-fai, jizyah, kharaj, taxation, wakaf, sadaqah, and ushur. Okay, I will explain one by one of these Islamic government revenue. First of all is zakat. Zakat, it is the prime source of revenue for an Islamic economy and also for the country to development. Okay. Payment of zakat is a religious duty and form one of the pillar in Islam, which is zakat is number 4 in pillar in Islam. Okay. There are two types of zakat. First one is zakat fitrah, and zakat, and second one is zakat harta. Okay. Zakat fitrah is all Muslim must pay the zakat every year in Ramadan. The purpose of zakat fits to help poor people, those who does not have money to prepare the hari Idul Fitri. Okay, and the second one is zakat harta. There are many type of zakat harta. Okay, zakat is collected from a full 1 year possession of wealth, which is those who reach the hisab and how. So those people who does not reach the nisab and house, they are not compulsory to pay the zakat. Okay, the zakat institution has a wide ranging coverage from sheep and cattle to bones and equality share. The government should establish a proper body to enable a centralized collection of zakat. For example, in Malaysia, the Zakat Collection Center, which is Pusat Pungutan Zakat, or PPZ, under the Islamic Religious Department, which is Jabatan Agama Islam, is responsible for the collection of zakat, which close supervision by the central fund of the state, which is Baitul Mal. So all the resources zakat which will transfer to Baitul Mal, and Baitul Mal will divide the fund to other people or development of the country. Okay. The second one is al-fai. Al-fai is a source of revenue refer to the property or wealth that is surrendered by non-Muslim at war, but done so without fighting. So in the war, those enemy who surrendered and left harta, their mal at the war, so the Muslim soldier can get the mal, and that is al-fight. So the al-fight will go to the Baitul Mal for development of the country. Okay, the second one is the third one is jizya. Okay, jizya is the tax imposed on non-Muslim in lieu of the guarantee given to them by an Islamic state for the protection of their life and property. Yeah. Okay. So the non-Muslim who want to live in the Islamic country must pay jizya so that they can get protection at any from the enemy, and it is the responsibility of an Islamic government to protect the life and properties of the non-Muslim in the same manners as they would protect their Muslim citizen. Yes. Okay, the fourth one is kharaj. Kharaj is the tax on the land or agricultural land owned by a non-Muslim in the Islamic state. The tax rate will largely depend on the certain factor such as the quality of the land, fertility, and irrigation requirements. Yeah. It should be fixed on the basis of the equality to prevent any injustice toward the farmer. Okay. Kharaj was first introduced by Khalifah Umar bin Al-Khattab after he conquered the rich agricultural country such as Iraq and Egypt. Yeah. Okay. The fifth one is taxation. Taxation is the Islamic state has a right to impose tax, as the Islamic government is responsible for ensuring that the basic needs of its citizens are met in accordance with the socio-economic status of the country. Taxation is a major source of revenue for the government. However, the government needs to ensure that it does not demotivate the taxpayer from working harder. In order to be fair and just, the government should minimize the tax burden on the poor. So the taxation means that all people, all citizens in the country must pay the taxation, and one of the purpose of taxation is to development the country, to ensure protection and other thing that will be benefit to all citizens in the country. The sixth one is wakaf. Wakaf is a property donation by an individual for the use of less fortunate Muslim, such as orphans and the poor. This usually entails a donation of a buildings or a plot of land or an amount of money to Muslim religious purpose or charitable purpose, with no intention of reclaiming the asset back. So the wakaf, those people who has a land or building or much money, so they can wakaf their property to the body that who collect the wakaf. So the purpose of the wakaf is same as the below, to ensure the good benefit to poor and orphan people. The seventh is sadaqah. Sadaqah or the meaning is voluntary charity is derived from the word sidq, which means sincerity of faith from the person who give it. Thus, according to the Sharia, sadaqah is not compulsory. So, would have intention to do sadaqah, they can give money to the anybody that they want to give. Yes, instead is represent the worshipping of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala by donating money. So the sedekah is one of the worshipping of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Sedekah is also not subject to any condition or where or how much to spend the sedekah. Is different from the below, such as al-kharaj, zakat, the zakat, kharaj, and others that's below. It will, it has much has certain certain amount to pay, but for zakat is is present to other people. Okay. And the last one is ushur. Okay. Ushur is the revenue collected from the trade and business carried out by all citizens of the Islamic state, regardless of their religion and beliefs. Similar to Al-Faid, this revenue will also go to Baitul. So the ushur is the revenue collected by those people who has business or those people who trade trade in property. Yes. Okay. The conclusion is the Islamic government revenue is important to some to Islamic country to develop for the development for poor people, to ensure the protection of the country and many benefits to all, not only for the country but also for all citizens in the Islamic country. So as a Muslim, we must pay the zakat or the revenue or the taxation that government set, so the country will be develop. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.